we got 5 people waiting? No, ladies and gentlemen, like how the forwarding so early. Yeah, I haven't been live all day. Damn, I miss y'all too. What's going on? I open an eye here this now background too much, you know. Yeah, I'm open an eye here now background too much. But if you are, I don't know. Let me see. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's tolerable. But I'm not gonna be long with you, know. I'm not gonna be long with you guys. This was just funny to me. And I'm not home, so I'm like, yo, I still wanna share it. Where is it, by the way? Yeah, I still gotta share it though. This is hilarious. I don't know what Marlon Morgan did, but he pissed off Andre Stevenson. I'm talking about royally pissed him off. I mean, this man went nuclear on Marlon Morgan. Lord have mercy. Marlon Morgan, hey man, what did you do, sir? Why did you piss off Andre, man? Man, you should have not done that, sir. That was not wise. All right? Because he really disclosed your entire business. 1 second, y'all. Yeah, you look like I want all video me see now, but at first me I see it. Yo, at first me I see the video. Oh shit. Who is the real weak jellyback? Oh man. Marlon Morgan, boy, I gotta find that video, man. Yeah. I never seen it. I'm sure other people probably never heard it. So I gotta find that video. How y'all doing, by the way? What's going on with y'all people? Is this it? Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yo, I missed this. Yo, this video was a month ago. Yeah, we going back. Let's check this out. We gotta check this out. Listen to this. And you know what it is, though? This video is relevant right now because Marlon Morgan is doing the same thing now that Andre Stevenson was talking about a month ago. Listen to this. I can't believe this was a month ago. I just watched this. Today. I just watched this today. Listen to this.
I want you to listen to the Labour Right press conference. And then when I listen to it, gonna give me the chart.
Oh, so this was the Labour Right press conference that Marlon Morgan came out and pretty much came at Mr. Mr. Swaby and Dr. Dayton Campbell. But I've never seen this. I've never seen this reaction from Andre until today. Dead ass. Listen to this.
For I sequence and then we call for platform in a producer.
Given the emerging trend of malfeasance and apparent systemic corrupt and inappropriate use of taxpayers' money at PNP-controlled municipal corporations, including, of course, the Manchester Municipal Corporation, the Hanover Municipal Corporation, the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, and, of course, the KCMC. The Jamaica Labour Party, like all well-thinking Jamaicans, are calling for the immediate and urgent audit by the Auditor General of all these municipal corporations controlled by the PNP, in particular, of course, the KCMC. And our final point, The Jamaica Labour Party also notes that the PNP KCMC corruption scandal has been in the public domain for almost a week now, with supporting screenshots of WhatsApp messages and voice notes readily accessible. However, to date, we are not aware of any statement issued by our usually vocal and vociferous civil society groups, which of course profess and assert that they are non-partisan and that they are vanguards, essentially watchdogs on matters concerning integrity, corruption, accountability in public office, and of course, lawful use of taxpayers' money. We trust that our usually vocal civil society groups will find their voice and address the sordid and scandalous PNP KCMC corruption scandal as a means of reassuring the onlooking public and of course promoting and upholding accountability in the use of public funds and by those who preside over public funds.
Dear Lieutenant Idiot Amin.
Oh my God, yo. Andre Stevens will call him Lieutenant Idiot Amin. Oh my God. How did I miss this? How did I miss this live stream, bro? I never listened to this live stream before today. Idiot Amin, Lieutenant Idiot Amin. Man, he roasted the hell out of Marlon Morgan. Damn.
Hey, Lieutenant.
Damn.
Idiot.
Hey, what's up, Winnie Maid?
I come tonight to say to you that the Auditor General hands are full. How much years the Auditor General can't account for? Unaudited for almost 10 years.
I'm not on the money right now. That's a bad part.
The Auditor General is
caught
up in a web where she can't
so
understand
nice.
the spending in the Ministry of Health. The Auditor General can't understand the spending in the Office of the Prime Minister. The Auditor General cannot understand the web of spending in the Ministry of Education. The Auditor General cannot understand the spending in the Ministry of Labour. Am I telling any lie tonight? So when you going to call for Pamela Monroe Ellis, Lieutenant General Idiot Amin, you must recall the several agencies, departments, municipalities, the Auditor General just audit. The KCMC when Federer was mayor. Didn't the Auditor General can't account for almost $30 million in housing project?
Hey, me say Andre deal with the man. That are the you see when I heard Marlon Morgan come out with this press conference with the JLP about the KCMC, I was a bit confused. Just like just like how Andrea said, like, bro, how comes in the area talk about the trillions of dollars that has been missing and cannot be accounted for by the Jamaica Labour Party according to the Auditor General? How are you talking about $300,000? $300,000 of speculation. You don't know where the money came from, but you were worried about $300 of speculation? No, me go. Me's a man where a spirit me go buy, you know. Me go spend some money with him, man.
And you come with your idiotic, nonsensical argument, fallacious, redundant argument to come tell us what?
Yeah, very nice.
Is what's his name again? Lieutenant Idiot Amin.
Lieutenant Idiot Amin.
Is who tell you you look good with buried? Is who tell you to look?
People, now, apparently, as you can see the screen right there, you see Andre and signature red top there, so? So he might ask Marlon Morgan, he's asking Marlon Morgan, so who tell us you look good with that pen? I ain't gonna cap, bro. You look ridiculous in that press conference. You make big, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big dude, all right? I'm a big dude, all right? You made us look bad, sir. You made us look bad, bro. Hey, Godson, big up. Billy Davis, big up. We got Georgia Dennis in the building. Every plaster and bandage. Yo, me said the man deal with the man wicked be. I know how long video still, sir.
I call Alfred Doss today and I ask him,
How much is it for you to go on the Ozempic program? Because Lieutenant Idiotamin, no. The rate you are going, Lieutenant Idiotamin. Alfred does say, I must give you a number so I can set you on a program. Him say going to be rigorous, because you also will have to exercise. Are you ready to exercise? No.
Oh no.
And you're demanding
Joanne Sinclair, what's up?
Well, if Dayton for resign, Chan for resign.
True.
If Swaby for resign, 28 bank account for resign.
True. How, like, for real? How dare you?
You know what I mean there? Swaby transforming the city.
True.
Swaby transforming the city. And them cannot come to the reality. How Swaby doing so much
with so little, right?
Couldn't do.
Yes.
You know what years?
Yes.
Almost 90.
That's facts.
And if Swaby,
that's absolute facts. Mayor Swaby, Kingston and St. Andrew Municipality, he has been doing more with a little bit of money. He has done more than the previous mayor. That's from the JLP in a small amount of time. Town cleaner, you can ask the people in my town and the vendor them. Town, and then just open up a market. Well, that was a collaboration between the previous administration and this one right now. And he gave them credit. But Mayor Swaby is really working hard. I ain't gonna cap, man. Marlon Morgan is way out of line for even mentioning Mayor Swaby's name like that.
And if Swaby for resign and Dayton for resign, tell Bobby Manchicue to carry back
the money for the car them.
The car them when if you service the police station. You want me go again? If Swaby for resign, carry back money. If Swaby and when Dayton to go, we have to go to Ruel and say, come here, Ruel, you're not a free agent.
Yo, only thing so on the ear nothing yet. Hold on, look a bit.
So when the commander him come out,
so like it turn up, man.
Him calling on resignation. I want to ask you one question, Marlon Marker. The last time I checked, you were on the government's payroll in the education department for educational services.
No, right.
Civil servant.
Actually, this silent.
When
I just said
you
the
leave the Ministry of Education? I never was a civil servant.
She is silent.
You didn't tell you how they rate Ali up here. Lieutenant, you realize that you never even get the title as consultant, or you never get the title as technical assistant. But you was a sure Ali button where them pitch up in a one corner. When did you come out of that office? So I want to know, because we need to do the audit trail. Who is paying him? Who is paying this one, Jamaica? Who is paying Lieutenant Idiot Amin? I want Ali Button to tell me that tonight. Where is this salary coming from? The 25th of each month. You know, I talk about that tonight. Where is your salary coming from? Or should we investigate if you're being paid a salary at the Ministry of Education? I want the Ministry of Education to tell me when last Marlon Morgan was on them pay scale. So when you're digging hole, Diana Dixon need to come and tell us, or is free work him? No, him can't do free work because to maintain those statutes, you know, to maintain that kind of 400 pounds, you know. But then that is what they have done. With the access to information, Jamaica, remember they have limit how you can get the access to info. I wonder if Zara Burton wants to do an 100,000 Marlon Morgan. You realize that your leader potentially spend that in a night. You don't want me to tell you what he used that 200,000 do in one night. Marlon do not.
Where say? Number 28 of the one?
You want me to tell them what he want to do the 300,000? One night, Courtney. $1,500. Hey, you don't know what I'm doing with the thousands and the 500. Hey, you want me to tell you, Marlon, and remind you, lest you forget, When them cannot find him sometime, Marlon, where did you and I find him? You don't want me.
Hey, me tell you, say, I be a banger on this, no? The man say, number 28, when them can't find number 28, where did him and Marlon find? Marlon Morgan, 2011, where I talk about? My first me hear about this thing, but I like to know what go on, Mr. Morgan. How I really go? How I really go on with the 300,000 where I spent at night, be a 500,000. Where was the Prime Minister? Or, you know, Mr. Andrew, where was he? Spending 300,000. What really go on? What really happened? I don't know.
I'm ready when you are. Tell me what you want. I can help with many things.
Tapping eyes.
I think you're gonna need to ball out tonight, you know, Jamaica. I want you to ball out with me tonight, you know, Jamaica. You want me to remind him?
Remind him.
Use the 300,000?
Yeah. How go on?
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus.
Yo! Oh shit, me have advertisement. Sorry. Me tell you to say thing different, you know. Me tell you to say man deal with Marlon Morgan with him this. And first me I watch this, you know. First me I watch that video. I can't believe.
Remember, Marlon, or you don't recall. You have amnesia, political amnesia like Dwight Nelson. You can't recall like Dorothy like Burn. Don't draw me tongue tonight, you know, Marlon. Because you must remember what the 300,000 do.
Where man when I use 300,000 to people? Any ideas?
You don't remember? You remember when such lady couldn't find him? Miley.
Which such lady?
Lieutenant Halibut. Can't find him. Phone can't answer.
Phone can't answer?
Those nights you have to be driving up.
Yeah, go on. So... No, sir. Andre is on fire, man. Damn, I missed this. 1 month ago? This video was a month ago, y'all.
I see you coming about an argument. A foolish, redundant argument. A foolish, redundant argument. When you say to yourself, no one people are saying, Jesus. I want to ask you, Marlon. I've been listening to the road because you know you would go on the corner and play domino and talk to the people. How many of the men that you play domino in Portmore Wade, in Cumberland? I don't know if you still live there, but in Cumberland when you're playing domino, how much of the men that talk about Dayton Campbell and Sweden? Not one of them know about it. It's you and Georgie Parchi and Bradley Avenue.
Time I see place at so look out for earthquake and storm.
And the one Vegas. That one Clifford and Clifford. Hey, you all of you are part of the war. And because none of you, the people listening to, I want to ask you tonight, Jamaica. I want to ask you tonight, in all that we say and in all that we're talking about, how many people have heard about what is happening and what the allegations are, the manufactured allegations?
Right.
It's deflecting from the issues at hand.
Real talk.
It's deflecting from the issue at hand. That Desmond Mackenzie come talk an argument about house. And right now, a lot of people are uncertain about this indigent housing program. And when you're dead and you're on the indigent program, what them say, and then they came out this morning saying to us that the people who are on the National Social Housing Project, they own the land. But this is what is happening in Jamaica. The Auditor General told us there is a duplication of too much housing projects. The Auditor General spoke about the fact that there is a duplication of about 4 duplication in us.
So you have
municipality of one, you have Prime Minister of one, NHT of one, and somebody else of one. So the duplication makes the entire system confusing and chaotic.
Was that done by purpose?
Here, and I'm going to say again, Marlon, you should be caught up skewing the narrative because as the communication head, you never made Desmond say There is several housing projects, but the project involving the indigent, this is how. When people hear free house and the people there, everybody cumulatively think, oh, and the house where Andrew get.
Lenford, big up.
In a war room with Sharpneck, Bradley, Georgie, Pargy, Clifford and Cliffin. Because you're so caught up with Clifford, Cliffin, Georgie, Pargy, Sharpneck and all of them.
So hold on, a George Davis him a call Georgie Party. Oh shit. That's crazy.
The argument that you must focus on. So Marlon Morgan, you know that you have to go fix in the next 2-3 weeks. Focus now and carrying back in that argument. Because you know, Marlon, people running with it, you know. Aren't you running with it? Listen to, I want to play it now. Play about this man, I make them here.
Play about this man, the producer. Play about this man. Play about this man.
But you
It's clear that these programs apply to a set of individuals who are registered under the Poor Relief Act. Beneficiaries of those houses are registered, investigated by the Poor Relief Department, and once they meet the criteria under the Poor Relief Act, they are provided with an indigent housing solutions. The houses remains the property of the municipal corporations. So if someone dies, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need. There is no duplication of the services provided by the Ministry of Local Government.
So on a year Desmond McKenzie about the housing program.
Of the services provided by the Ministry of Local Government.
There's no duplication. So what Desmond is telling you, the said program applies to everyone. That is how I interpret it.
Yeah, that's how I interpret it too. So he said there's no duplication.
So coming to talk, Marlon Morgan, focus on the high roads. Don't come down to the level of the grass. Because Marlon, after 3 weeks, what kind of political mileage have you gotten from the situation?
Exactly.
What kind of, not even
just a tell lie for Mr. Swaby. No, well, we know the reason. The wrong one is there, you know no more. Now the other one. Ginger here.
Oh. It is totally manufactured.
Marcia, what's up?
So Marlon, let me give you your new assignment. Should I give him his new assignment?
Oh, you mean? Give me an assignment, yes.
Am I responsible to give him his new assignment?
Yes, go ahead.
Marlon, go and work on the scripts of your inept, incompetent ministers of government. As a matter of fact, Marlon, remember that Troopy Favour must present next week. Make sure, hey Lord God, Marlon Morgan, make sure that the budget is concise, precise, and able to understand, because any glitch Favour Williams next week, you know. Any glitch Favour Williams next week.
You know, say this a part of video make me swear say last night Andre do this. Now next week Favour Williams supposed to do the budget. So this was when Favour Williams just, well, he said 1 month ago. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Lord, dog, me and my supper over here. So I want to tell you, Marlon, focus on what must be. Focus on the nation. Focus on talking, as a matter of fact, Marlon. The amount of people losing work through the USAID projects. Have you or your communications team dealt with the kind of impact and know how to cushion that impact? No, Marlon, you're not dealing with that. You're dealing with all things political, and in those political...
Tap the like button, guys. Tap the like button.
It makes no sense. Marlon, the people who are to be deported, what kind of plan of actions do you have for those people to synchronize them back into Jamaica? You don't have one. But you're spending an argument on $300,000.
$300,000.
Jamaica.
And the US now, Jamaica.
Phone. So for one Samsung 25. Or you buy one of the
Poor Marlon.
And about 280,000 for the phone. So what is a
free, man?
Marlon, I'm going to remind you again. Your particular boss spends that in a night. And don't even talk about the ones that gamble and how much millions and them poopa did have Marlon. You remember about those live up ribbons under the gambling? You don't want me to talk
Rasta.
to business tonight. You remember the war when it broke between two particular Lord God.
First time for everything, man. First time for everything. That's a dead phone.
So talk about those in your party who have gambling addictions.
Gambling addiction, hear this.
Talk about those in your party who have an addiction to strippers and prostitutes.
Who in our party have addiction to strippers and prostitutes? What really go on? People not hear this? Bang around. Not my word. Not my word.
So talk about those in your party who have gambling addiction.
Gambling addiction.
Talk about those in your party who have an addiction to strippers and prostitutes.
Strippers and prostitute addiction. What else?
Talk to those in your party who are known pedophiles.
Known pedophiles in our party? Me right it. Hold on there, Andre. What you really are saying to me? What you say about pedophile?
So talk
not
about
my
those
word.
in your party who have gambling addiction.
Gambling addiction, yeah.
Talk about those in your party who have an addiction to strippers and
addiction to strippers and prostitutes, alright? What else?
Talk to those in your party who are known pedophiles.
Known pedophiles? No, hold on there. So hold on there. Oh, if you have one government that allegedly have people in the party that are known pedophiles, that means that people know, so them are pedophile. That's what me I understand from him I say. It's not my word, you know. I'm saying, oh, if you have one party and you have people in it, isn't pedophilia illegal in Jamaica? Or if you have one known pedophile in a political arena, people know so them are pedophile and they still allow them to operate as a servant of the people of Jamaica. So hold on there. This is breaking news to me because at first me I hear this. Known pedophile in a party, in a political party, known. That means people know so them are pedophile. Yeah, me kind of stressed out right now, I'm not lie. It's kind of different. This kind of weird.
You know them, man,
this kind of weird.
Talk about those in your party who have an addiction to strippers and prostitutes.
What?
Talk to those in your party who are known pedophiles and little boy assessors that do the things to the little boys. You know them, man, and you sit at the table and you drink with them. Wait.
So wait. So allegedly, Andre Stevens is saying that Marlon Morgan is sitting at the table, not my word, you know, sitting at the table and drinking with known pedophiles. Oh, I wish I was home, man. Lord have mercy. I probably gotta do a reaction to this.
Assessors that do the things to the little boys. You know them, man, and you sit at the table and you drink with them. You drink with them, and when you're drinking, and say, boy, dreaming, and when we can't drink from that one, yeah. You remember?
So hold on. So Andre is saying that Marlon Morgan actually has conversation with him about those known pedophiles that he drinks with. Not my word, and I'm just trying to understand the story, right? So Marlon Morgan is sitting down having drinks with known pedophiles. I'm asking a question, and he's telling Andre Stevens that he don't know if he can drink from that one because he knows he's a known pedophile. Wow. I'm talking about wow. That's crazy. That's kind of different.
Talk about those in your party who have an addiction to strippers and prostitutes. Talk to those in your party who are known pedophiles and
little boy officers that do the things to the little boys. You know them all and you sit at the table and you drink with them.
What?
You drink with them and when you drink against the boy, you don't know if you can drink from that one here. You remember Marley?
What? Oh my God. Wow.
So when I hear you come,
wow.
Argument about resignation. Your general secretary has to resign then you remember the allegations of your general secretary with aligned guns and gangsters. Why your general secretary can't go to the United States?
Wow.
Talk about that. You see them say, that is without sin cast the very first one. Marlon, the reason why they have to make you come out to talk the resignation is because you have not been in government to tie up yourself. However, show me one of them that can come to the public and tell us that Dayton must resign or Swaby must resign. If you look at Alibaba 49, if you look at Alibaba...
Because them have the... Well, what Andre is saying is that because the rest of them have dirty laundry, them can't really come step up and tell Dayton Campbell to resign off our allegation. Because the type of allegation we surround for them name is way worse than the allegation of $300,000 Jamaican. Wow.
49. None of them.
Wow.
And your Alibaba can't come tell Jamaica that. So them send you out as a pawn, Marlon. And to date, you have agreement with them to become senator. And all know they don't name you senator.
Alright, so you hear that? Him say all know him don't name them senator. So you see that video was 1 month ago. That's how you know this video was an old video. Because he's now a senator.
A real Alibaba. A real send out boy. Imagine after how much months you have been working because then and I do not need that information at him at all. And him do all of the press conference and press
True.
The Prime Minister has about 2 vacant Senate seats and the Prime Minister can't look at him and I say I am appointing Marlon Morgan as a senator.
Finally do it now.
But every day you come all over a chat. You think I could be out there and PMP look at me? I say me as spokesperson and me never have a trader to make sure I get a decent position.
What can go so?
You know, you done one full honey but not send out boy.
Boy, rough.
You done one copy show and then because you want big slim and trim like Andre, what you gonna do? You gonna get green berries and say, boy, let me come and I try use this style, man, and you will never be the teacher.
But
there is one teacher and it is because
yo, the man say Marlon, you will never be the teacher. Nah, man. Nope. You don't know Andre Stevenson. Oh, how different thing about? We got Mel Dub in the building. What up, Mel?
You done one copy show and then because you want big slim and trim like Andre, what you gonna do? You gonna get green berries and say, boy, let me come and I try use this style, man, and you will never be the teacher.
Damn.
There is one teacher and he is called Andre Stefano Stevens.
Andre Stefano Stevens. Damn, your parents like the name Stevens. Andre Stefano Stevens. That's wild. Now I know his real name, his whole name, but damn, Marlon Morgan, man, Andre Stevenson roasted the hell out of you. How are you still talking? How do you find you have no shame? I mean, he just pretty much put all your business out there, bro. You having alleged drinks with pedophiles, nigga? Listen, man, if I know you are that type of person, first of all, I'm not sitting around the table with you. That's the first thing. Much less to be having a drink with you. That's another thing. Sharon, how you doing? Say good afternoon, Bolo. 24 hours really have me going. Oh, me? Hey, man, listen. I got 13,600 subs. At some point, somebody is sleeping or working. So I got to make sure I have content whenever I can for everybody so they can all watch the stuff. You know what I'm saying? I need to have like Bolo television over here, you know what I'm saying? Something always going, you know what I mean? Obviously, there's going to be an hour or 2 hour break in between, but we got to maximize our 24 hours now. I'm just saying. But Marlon Morgan, allegedly, according to Andre Stevens, not my word, you are having sippity sips. sippity sips with pedophiles that's allegedly in the government? Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Marlon, you drag out the ugly in Andre. Marlon, shut them out. Diana. Yo, this was a month ago, you know, guys. This was actually a month ago. I first when I hear it, I never heard it before. I'm sorry, but this is wild, man. Marlon Morgan, boy, you really stepped in it, boy. Woo.
One teacher name is called Andre Stefano Steve. Any day your name, you know, there is a book called our name Crick Crap Monkey. You remember he talk about there was a literature book, man. I went to name Crick Crap Monkey. You remember that book?
Crick Crap Monkey.
But Ellen, she was a type of person who Ellen smart. But Ellen had a personality in her mind. I understand, Marlon, that you want the people to be on your mind. So you say, boy, me can't be slim and trim like Andre, but me go hold it like a general and me go get a beret. No, Marlon, the beret is a signature to Partner Draw TV. No, Marlon, you can't call the people your students and you're the teacher. Fine, you know what you face, Marlon, a serious identity crisis.
Yo, he said, yo, man, listen, man. Marlon, hey, man. Hey, did Yo, I want to find the video where Marlon Morgan directly answered to this. He got to answer to these. I'm glad I found, hey, somebody tag this to Marlon Morgan. Marlon Morgan, there were some statements that Andre made a month ago in regards to you having sippity sips with pedophiles and people like that is of low character, pretty much criminals. That's a very, very serious allegation. I want to know. I want to hear your response. Because normally, when somebody comes out and makes statements like that, people get sued. I never heard, I'm sure it would come in the news if Marlon Morgan sued Andre Stevenson. So, I have two conclusions. One, which is the most far-fetched conclusion, is that you never heard this video. You never heard Andre Stevenson call you out. But he got your name in the title, and I've seen you in the comment section. So, that's a far-fetched thing. Secondly, this must be either accurate, somewhat true, I don't know. Because if you ain't sued him, that means he know what he's talking about. So, either way, Mr. Marlon Morgan, you coming on the internet talking about somebody needs to resign. How about the people that you're allegedly having drinks with that are pedophiles? Let's start there. That's all I'm saying. If this is true, we need to start with those people. Expose those people, regain your credibility, and yeah, we can move on, man. Hey, we need to clean up Jamaica, man. One patriot at a time, man. I'm just saying, let's go. Let's do it. Expose those people, get them locked up. Yeah. Oh, and he said you got an identity crisis, my guy? Damn.
Country, but me go hold it like a general, and me go get a beret. No man, and the beret is a signature to Partner Draw TV. No man, and you cannot you can't call the people your students and you're the teacher. Fine, you know what you face, Marlon, a serious identity crisis.
Wow. We need help, Jesus.
Because you're caught up thinking you'll ever be one of the labor rights that ever get power. Look at Apka. Look at Ray Apka. That the only thing Apka do is break news. And you that have an intellectual mind that can have debates. They take up a garbage like Apka and name him senator. And you that's actually doing the work. Think about it, Courtney. Imagine you doing all of the work and then take up Frefre Apka. You don't know they're going to come next. They're going to take up Chargy, Pargy, putting on high. Courtney, after so much months. After so much months. None of them look at you to say, and then you have no ratings, man. You're going to tell me that none of them in the party can say, the youth are do so much for me. Make we bank on him to become the senator. So what?
You know, me feel like say Marlon Morgan to tell Andre Stevenson thanks. Because 1 month ago, Andre Stevenson said this. I know Marlon Morgan, a senator in the House of Parliament. They need to send one thank you letter to Andre Stevens. If him never cuss you out, yes, so, and make it thing look bad, then I'm only give you no senator seat. You have to thank him, and you have to give him one little money too. You have to give him one little 50 or 100,000 in an envelope and you tell him thanks, yeah? Yeah, show some gratitude. Yeah, Marlon?
What are you working for? What are you working for, Marlon? What are you working for? You can't tell us what you're working for.
Well, Andre, him kind of get the Senate seat now, so probably that's him when I work for him. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know.
What were you promised? Why are you going so hard?
Marlon, we need to know what you were promised. Could you disclose that information? We need an answer to this, all right? And then you can go back to your regular scheduled programming of trying to tear down Mayor Swaby. It's not going to work. Mayor Swaby is actually doing the good work, the fair and just work with integrity. It ain't gonna work. Nobody listen to you, dog.
And then you take up currency beside you because you know currency can't speak. And then you take up Bvrfam Donovan Williams.
Bvrfam.
Think about that tonight, Marlon. Think seriously about that tonight. And when you think about it, you say to yourself, is it all worth it?
Is it worth it, Marlon?
Is it all worth it, Jamaica?
Was it worth it?
Dear Lieutenant Idiot Alibon.
Lieutenant Idiot Alibon. Damn.
My expose tonight.
Mighty God.
Say to yourself, is it all?
Stop, bless me, man. Not going in there.
Until then, Jamaica. I know people are calling saying that I should open the phone lines.
Hey, McQueena.
Nicing up the program and then I bless up. Remember me now depend them program I get nothing, you know. Right? If I were getting something, then I would.
You know me I talk about,
only
bro.
bless up the super chat tonight. And one person say money. So Jamaica, until then. You know, I think I need to call Professor Wendell Amy and ask Professor Amy if he can do an evaluation on you. I think I need to call Professor Wendell Amy and ask him to do an evaluation on you. Until then, Jamaica, I'm ending the program on a high tonight. My name is Andre Stevens, and this was PDTV News, Jamaica. Remember that I cook tomorrow. Marlon, you want any of the sorry pig's tail? Come tomorrow, man. Come tomorrow. Thank you, Maxine. Come tomorrow, man.
Man, say Marlon, you want a sorry pig's tail. What go on, McQueena? Yeah, man, me live, man. I'm alive. But I'm not there home, so, but I still do something for you people, them same way.
Attack for the press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news and all.
May I listen to the Attack for press video? I never listened to it yet. Colin, what's up?
Is like up the video, share out the video, subscribe to my channel, my people. And if
you're new to my channel,
welcome. Let's get right into it.
A corrupt government cannot.
Them never see this one coming. Who laugh last, laugh best.
It's corrupt. The entire river will be also.
A blessed good day to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan.
There, no, mama.
Again with another video.
Yeah.
A high-level police operation in Wood Park, KL, St. Mary, led to the capture of Nolanda Atkinson, an escapee from the Oracabessa police station. Atkinson was apprehended on Friday by a team led by Deputy Superintendent of Police Kenil Blake during a snap raid targeting individuals suspected of harboring fugitives. Head of the St. Mary Police Division, Senior Superintendent Anthony Wallace detailed the dramatic confrontation. So my wisdom warriors on here were one escapee captured after gunfight with police in St. Mary. Hey, listen, one thing with the police, them, you know, they not left out confrontation, you know, they not left out that all when nothing go so. All when nothing go so. When them don't talk, you believe them. You believe say everything them say are true until you look a video that you see a circulate. Seriously. My wisdom warriors, hear this. 2 men were shot and killed in Patrick City, St. Andrew on Thursday. They are Raheem Nelson, 29, and a taxi operator, and Keith Donaldson, 34, also known as Ship, a business operator. Another man was also injured during the incident. A body abandoned at funeral home for over 5 years, my people.
What?
Westmoreland Funeral Home director says he's at his wit's end after being stuck with a body for almost 5 years.
What?
As the family has seemingly vanished without trace. Arthur Linton of Linton's Funeral Home in Darliston says the situation has become unbearable. The challenges we're having with this body is its occupying space, and also the family. They have an outstanding balance that they need to come up and clear so I can get rid of the body. I tell them already, if they don't have the amount, just come up with at least $300,000 so I can get rid of the body, said Linton. The body has been in Linton's possession since June 2020.
What?
God, that long, you know?
June 2020?
The government
From before the pandemic?
The government no business with this. No, sir. Normally, if the family member not get in touch, normally the government should automatically take over.
Yo, hold on there. Shorty. You can imagine one mark of one body from June 2020. And the family not kill my body. But what I know? The man say, at 300,000. Just get 300,000 come and deal with it. That you can imagine how much they owe him. If you must say, yo, just get 300,000. Imagine how much money they owe him. Bomba! I say clean, man, I say clean. Man just want to get rid of your body. No, sir. People no can't believe this. It's not normal.
Wow, 2020, I know what
2020?
The family had chosen a cremation package costing $280,000,
Oh.
but only paid $80,000 before communication stopped. With years of storage fees and the cost of keeping the body on ice.
Oh, so the man basically a wipe off the years of keeping the body. The man just want to get rid of the body. So the man say, yo, just give him 300,000 and he can just cremate the body. And that the man say, no? Okay.
Has since ballooned to $1.2 million. I never
wow, $1.2 million?
It's 2 months, said Linton. But what makes the situation worse, Linton said, is that the family seems to have completely disappeared. Mighty God. Then if them paid on 80,000, maybe they never really have the rest, you know. Maybe them really and truly never have the money, me people.
The family goes the man to
You know what? I believe they should have just go there, go to the funeral parlor, and make them know straight, say, no, boss, me not have no more money.
Yeah.
That's what they should have do. I hear what them have to say. But these type of things, the government to deal with it. Like seriously, them to step in or have some kind of, I don't know, some type of policies or something. Why, my wisdom warriors, but 5 years, that long.
This bad man, no, that
sir.
bad.
My wisdom warriors may have a piece of attack collapse for
Tell me what go on, mama. Tell me what go on.
Drilled by UK journalists here. This
here we go.
Welcome to Hard Talk from the BBC World Service with me, Stephen Sackett. My guest today has long been one of the most high-profile international advocates for the charms of his country. Edmund Bartlett is a long-serving politician in the Jamaican Labour Party. He served as a minister in several different departments.
But hold on there. You know so that the audio sound like one audio with me ear already. I'm actually have it on my channel. Come like hot off I press just get wind of the audio, you know. Because I believe this interview that was done, I believe, yes, I did a video on it. I bet say I see, man. Me go play. Me feel like I eat.
Over several decades, but for the last 8 years, he's been the island nation's Minister of Tourism. It is a job that matters. Tourism accounts for 1/3 of Jamaica's economic activity. Having bounced back from COVID, there is now an ambitious plan to get annual visitor numbers up to 6, even 8 million. A pretty extraordinary number for an island of fewer than 3 million people. But there are problems clouding this sunny horizon. Climate change and more frequent extreme weather events threaten to cost Jamaica dear. And the island's attractiveness to visitors has taken a hit thanks to endemic violence and gang-related crime, which has put Jamaica close to the top of the global league table for murders per capita.
my wisdom warriors say, wanna see, say the people them know what is going on.
Wanna sister the people worldwide, they know what is
Them
happening.
know what going for
But
true.
guess what now? They now go just come and start a cover for everything if we not ball out.
True.
If nobody not cry out, no protest not happen.
True.
Nobody not gonna do anything. You understand? But you can clearly see that they know what is going on.
Jamaica time for ball out.
Internal instability used to dog Jamaican politics and management of the economy, but in recent years the political scene has been calmer, and Jamaica has sought to wield significant influence on the world stage in debates about climate change and reparations for slavery. But still, Jamaicans want to see their country made more secure.
Yes.
What will that take? Well, Edmund Bartlett joins me now. Welcome to Hard Talk.
Thank you very much, Stephen. It's my honor and pleasure to share this 25 minutes or so with you.
Thank you. We're delighted you're here. Let's start with your specific responsibility, your portfolio, tourism in Jamaica. Do you think it is healthy for Jamaica to be an economy that right now is so heavily dependent on tourism?
Tourism's role in economic development and economic building is very pervasive and sometimes misunderstood, because tourism is not a single economic activity. It's a confluence of many economic parts, all of which have an economic outcome of its own. So that tourism doesn't happen unless agriculture is flourishing and doing well. It doesn't happen unless
what I'm saying a while ago, people. Tourism don't happen unless agriculture is flourishing. Then hold on. If him know that I'm a part of the Jamaica Labour Party, why isn't the Jamaica Labour Party focused on farming? Why them never spend the money to prepare for the weather conditions where the Prime Minister talk about for how much years? Oh, you know, climate change. When you talk about the climate change, and when the climate change come, you blame the climate change for the economy, not the way there. Why you never prepare for the climate change? When you get money for prepare, when you get whole heap of money from overseas. So where the money go? Where did the money go? And why when you never ready for climate change? There's so much things we can point to. Even the storage of the stuff them at the what the entity they name? Agricultural entity. Them did lose mostly some millions of dollars worth of things were there in a storage because it never store good. Like relief for people. I think a NEPA. Oh, if you lose things because of bad storage and people need things. So why them did they are never giving out to people them and burial at Wadia? Burial at me in June, and then I think about November report come out or December say the storage facility lose how much $1 million worth of things. Yo, I be a mismanagement and foolishness are going on, you know. When I really dive into the intricacies of the roles them the entity them play. You have to say about this a slackness, brother. When I talk about climate change, and yes, when I say, alright, so I want to believe in a climate change. Alright, I believe in that. Well, what are you doing to prevent or to prepare for that climate change? You tell me about economical buffers. Well, the buffer now buff. You understand what I say? The buffer now buff. Because we now see things play out where actually affect the people in a positive way. Oh, in the world, if you have a situation like that, where things are waste, things where they're supposed to help the people, why the people them never get the things them? Right? And when people talk about politics, this is common sense, logical questions for any leader, no matter who in a power. Why you never do this? And you know say this was going to come. That's like, yo, me know say one earthquake will come in this time, but me not gonna tell nobody say it will come. And me not go run go to the hills. Me not go build up this no bunker. I go wait for the earthquake to come mash up a place and then nothing. Like what kind of foolishness is that? Eh? It don't make no sense, brother. Them can't tell me nothing, you know. Them can't tell me nothing. Cause you know them a talk about them a debate and them something. If them ever come near me and me start asking them questions, them have to run up and down. All them think them bright. I don't even know right now and I run with the politician them, yeah, man.
Manufacturing is flourishing and doing well. It doesn't happen unless energy supplies are available and medical supplies are available and a range of services. It doesn't happen unless entertainment is available. Attractions are available. So I could go on and on.
I get your point. I mean, clearly it is a part of a much bigger economic picture, and there are interlinks within that economy. I get that, but fundamentally, right now, pretty much 1/3 of economic activity in your country is linked to tourism, and we saw during COVID how vulnerable that can leave Jamaica if things go wrong.
Right, but that vulnerability is balanced by resilience that tourism has, which is the most resilient of all industry. It bounces back faster and it enables economic recovery at a faster rate, so that within a year.
My wisdom warriors, when I listen well,
Me I listen good, mama. Me I listen good.
Year and a half of COVID, Jamaica's economy was back on track. In fact, we had 11 consecutive quarters of economic growth, unprecedented in our history, because tourism grew and grew exponentially. In the period, we moved from 0 arrivals in 3 years to 4.3 million arrivals and earning 4.6 billion.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are impressive, but at some point you're going to have to rein in your ambition. I saw somewhere you said you want to see 6 million visitors a year. I mean,
Prime Minister actually said 8.
8?
Yes.
Your population is only, what, 2.8 million?
Well,
This sounds like you are putting a strain on the resources, the infrastructure of your...
That is exactly
what the man say?
They put a strain on the infrastructure and the resources.
All right.
Try to bite more down.
So they want 8 million. They want 8 million. 8 million. They might expect to have 8 million tourists come to Jamaica a year. So why we not fix up the agricultural system so the farmer them can benefit? Why we not import ice? Why we not import egg liquid? Why we not import all of these things we not import? Who controls the imports of those things? Who is making the money from those things being imported? Can anybody tell us? I'm sure if we find out who is actually making the money from those imports, we're going to understand why you guys are not supporting the local farmers. Because the local farmers are not your friends. That's what that is.
Down where they can show. That is exactly what they're doing. I tell you, the people them are watch, the people they see what want. But guess what? Nobody now come out and ball out, so nobody now cover nothing.
Jamaica.
What is going on?
Jamaica when they hear profits of a ball out. Ball out.
When you hear how the man talk to him so far?
Better start ball out right now.
Your country that frankly it may not be able to bear.
Excellent point, in fact, because that's what defines over-tourism and defines an analysis.
But you must be aware that in the west of your country, Negril and some other tourist communities close by, there have been water shortages. People have had to bring in privatized water at vast expense. There are people in their hotel rooms saying they couldn't get a shower, they couldn't get drinking water.
Right. So here's the challenge. The challenge is to build the carrying capacity to enable us to plan appropriately and to accrete your infrastructure capacity to enable this increase in arrivals. So the decision to have 8 million is not lightly taken, and it has to be against the background of a whole series of development and infrastructure improvement, i.e. building carrying capacity over time to enable 8 million.
And at the same time as you say that the government is absolutely across that need to build in resilience, you also know that there are grave concerns in Jamaica about the long-term impacts of climate change.
Indeed.
And extreme weather events, which, as we saw this last summer with Hurricane Beryl, are putting another and very different massive strain on your infrastructure and resources.
Absolutely, and that's why we move very quickly to establish institutional mechanisms to build capacity to, one, forecast disruptions, observatories that allow us to look down the road to see what's happening. Secondly, to create opportunities for mitigation against these disruptions. Thirdly, to build capacity to manage the disruptions when they come. And then to recover quickly. And fifthly, to thrive. So it's against that background, that I established the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center.
Listen, I get it. I get your ambition, but I also wonder about that word hubris. You're talking about very quickly getting to 8 million visitors a year. We know that extreme weather events are becoming more common, not least in the Caribbean. And then I look at what happened this summer when Hurricane Beryl hit, and immediately, according to UNICEF, 160,000 Jamaicans, including almost 40,000 children, were in dire need of humanitarian assistance. I mean, it just seems there's something going on here.
No, we recovered.
My wisdom warriors, Edmund Bartlett get catch.
Yes.
They lie. Edmund Bartlett, the government of Jamaica, them lies so till they can't lie no more. You see, when they want money, you see them go and tell them how 100,000 people need this and need that. Remember, they not tell me that, Remember, say we don't know, say we need help, Remember, say we don't know that, you know. But them gonna roll and tell people say we need help. That time we don't know, so them tell people that. But the man watch everything. England know everything what going on in the country. England know every single thing. Me tell you, say, and you always do things will look good on international platform, and that is the truth.
So fast from the burial impact. Indeed, burial didn't hit Jamaica directly. What happened is that burial passed close to the southern side of Jamaica, and the outer bands of burial caused some difficulty for us. But the northern side of Jamaica was essentially untouched.
Sure, so for example, the south waters, I guess I'm getting to this point. If one looks forward...
So hold on there. So Edmund Bartlett I tell the white man, say, the north side of Jamaica never really get touched by burial. So why is it that the government is blaming the economy's situation on burial? But one end, when they did on an interview, oh, burial wasn't so bad because tourism still never really suffered that much. And of course, it's the north side where the tourism is happening. So isn't tourism the golden goose of the economy? Isn't tourism the biggest earner of the economy? Then why is the economy in a technical recession then, Mr. Bartlett? And your oldness. Edmund Bartlett, upon this interview, are going like say burial was a fluke. But you are tell everybody, Nigel Clark, when I tell everybody, the other day, I see one brother from the BO, the Bank of Jamaica, I tell everybody, say, oh, we must remember that burial. Everything is freaking burial fault. Anytime one of them want to run, if you take accountability for one where uno mismanage, uno talk about burial. Every single time, uno blame something, uno have a blame game thing, uno not take accountability for nothing. When the Auditor General say, yo, wait a minute, but these trillions of dollars are unaccounted for. Well, it's not really unaccounted for, you know. You know, there are receipts for these things, but we can't find them. Then hold on there. If you can't find the receipt, that means everything is in the air about where the money there. We don't know if the money is spent for this. We don't know nothing. There's no proof. That means we can't find the money. That means you don't have the money. That means the money is unaccounted for. But you guys love to use semantics, wordplay. You don't like to use on the brain pan people. And the things that everybody are dunce. Because you don't like dunce people to follow. But everybody ain't dunce. You can't stay there. Hey, me tell you something, I get a rude awakening, you see. You think God asleep? Watch what go on.
Do you believe, when it comes to climate change...
Laura, where are you dealing?
Of tourism, but do you believe when it comes to climate change that Jamaica is getting enough long-term investment and assistance from the rich world, as has been promised at various climate summits and conferences? Because I'm looking at the figures, and thus far, given the nature, the scale of the pledges, countries like Jamaica are actually getting very, very little in terms of real, tangible assistance.
And I agree 100% with you on that. And that is perhaps the challenge of island states such as Jamaica that are, in fact, highly vulnerable and weakly resourced. So there has to be a greater ambition among them.
So, you hear Edmund Bartlett there, so Edmund Bartlett, take this. Hey, Daisy, what's up, Daisy? Oh, it's always good to see you. Daisy Magazine in the building. Daisy, I try not do YouTube, you know, because people like you me promote, you know. I try not do YouTube still. But here we go. I'm going to make you a moderator. Drop the link to your magazine in the chat so everybody can go and can get a subscription for your magazine here. But listen to this. Edmund Bartlett, it's like the man give him an alley whoop and him take it. So now they're blaming the rest of the world from the summit. Oh, you guys aren't giving us enough money. So that's why burial affected us. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Even if they were getting enough money, they would be saying it's not enough money. You hear me, I tell you now? They would be saying it's not enough money. You see, honesty and integrity is essential when you're dealing with a government. You see, when them don't have no integrity and them a grab, yeah, you know, say no money never enough because somebody grabbing. You understand? Somebody grabbing. I'm telling you. It's terrible, man. What going on in Jamaica right now? Terrible, Bridget. Terrible.
Some of my wisdom warriors, you see, so they under-resourced door. See, I admit it, you know. You see that door? I tell you about them. I tell you about them.
Multilaterals to recognize the particular vulnerability of island states in this regard and to provide greater support and also...
At 1 minute, they're saying that they created all these buffers and all this fiscal prudence and this fiscal discipline and all of this, then why are you blaming Beryl? No, you have Edmund Bartlett and say, you know what, we're not getting enough money. We're not getting enough help. Huh? What can go so?
Provide support at a level that enables them to access it. Because that's part of the big problem, that the protocols are so onerous that small countries like Jamaica have a difficulty in accessing it to the extent that we require. So that really has to be the big argument that must occupy our discourse.
Hey Daisy, check that link again because it did not come up. I don't know why, but the link that you just posted, it didn't come up as a link. Even when I click the message and look at the back, I don't see it in blue. It needs to be in blue. So check your link again here.
It's going to be a huge challenge to get your voice heard and to get tangible help. But let's talk now about a different challenge facing you as tourism minister, but facing your government more generally. And that is the massive damaging impact of endemic violent crime inside Jamaica.
Hear this?
It damages people inside your country. It tarnishes your reputation far beyond your own country. It's extremely damaging for the tourism sector. What are you going to do about it?
Well, firstly, we recognize that there's a challenge. And it's a challenge that is not peculiar to Jamaica, but that gives us no...
I'll tell you what's peculiar. That absolutely is the scale of the problem. If you look at the homicide rate in Jamaica, it outstrips any other country with a significant population in the whole of Latin America and the Caribbean. Your murder rate is far higher than Honduras, for example, which used to be the murder capital of the world, far higher than Ecuador or El Salvador. And if one looks across the world at countries like South Africa, which have a huge violent crime problem, you're far higher in terms of homicide rate than South Africa.
Here's the story. The work has been done and is being done. Jamaica is realizing reduction in every element of violent crime over the last 12 months in particular. We're seeing tangible work. Investment has been put into building capacity for social development, for dealing with recidivism, to deal with whole building of capacity for people to have better understanding and relationships. So all of that is happening. Then hard laws are being put in place to deal with it. So it's not just a question of punitive action. It is also about social development. Through this also that we have developed, these are zones of economic support for communities that are, pressured, socially deprived.
You say you're
making a huge difference.
Let me space here for a few questions. Do you know how many separate armed criminal gangs are believed to be at work in Jamaica right now?
Well, I don't have a figure on that, but what I'm saying is that the level of dismantling of those gangs have been phenomenal.
Well, I mean, for your information, a respected 2021 study, admittedly that's 3 years old, but there's no reason to believe it's changed very much, found there were, quote, 379 separate organized criminal gangs in Jamaica with a population of fewer than 3 million.
But it is very interesting that that number could be there, but look at how they have been managed over time. And the truth of the matter is that we have been dismantling, and the Ministry of National Security has that enormous record over the last number of years in dismantling them. And Jamaica's position has not caused, for example, the growth in our tourism. Let's take, for example, which is a very sensitive industry, has not caused a growth reduction. Indeed, we have grown exponentially over the period.
Well, hang on, what if that's true? Because you're making the case, you're saying, you know what, we're on top of it, things are getting better. If that is all true, why has the US government, for example, still got a travel advisory out which suggests that all those considering traveling to Jamaica should, quote unquote, reconsider travel due to crime? And if you do go, it says exercise increased caution. Some areas have increased risk. It says violent crime occurs throughout the country. Sexual assaults occur frequently, including in all-inclusive resorts. That's the official US government advice.
That narrative is the narrative of a few months ago. You should look at the most
still the most recent from the US government.
The fact is, however, that
hey, so in this interview, I think this interview was 2 months ago. In this interview, you hear what him say about the travel advisor for the United States, that it is a narrative. So Edmund Bartlett is saying that the United States of America is running their travel advisory of a narrative. He's saying that they don't have updated information about Jamaica, and that is the reason why they still have the Jamaica on their travel advisory. What is a travel advisory? Well, the United States is telling their people, listen, if you're coming to Jamaica, make sure you have your own medication, because the hospitals, they don't have the right medication, they don't have enough medication, and the hospital system, the USA know everything we're going to Jamaica now. The United States of America knows every single thing that the labor right followers don't know. That is why them have out the travel advisory. I tell the people, them say, yo, watch you know? If you come to Jamaica, make sure you have your own medication. If you come to Jamaica, make sure you have an insurance where if you need to fly out for medical assistance, you can be flown out immediately in case of an accident or something like that. I need you guys to really go and look at the America Travel Advisory for Jamaica. What they're telling their people. And this was before Trump. This has nothing to do with Trump. They were telling the people this before Trump was in office. For those small-minded people that don't like Trump, yeah, I said it. For those small-minded people that don't like Trump and think that it's Trump that put this travel advisory in place, no, ladies and gentlemen, it was before Trump. The United States of America recognized, based off their intel here in Jamaica, that Jamaica is what they say it is. And that is why they have the travel advisory that they have. And it has not changed, baby. It has not changed. I'm telling you, it has not changed one bit. Not even one little bit in a change. So listen to this. I'm glad to find a video from Atafai Press 3 hours ago.
This is a category 3, which we have had since COVID, and notwithstanding that, we have seen exponential growth. Investment in Jamaica has been phenomenal. FDI has grown phenomenally, and we have had 11 consecutive quarters of economic growth. Now, that is not to say,
but do you think has the US government, the UK government, whose travel advisories still advise enormous caution if traveling to Jamaica, and at least in the Americans' case, argue that you should reconsider your travel plans? Do you think that they are just plain wrong? And if you do, what are you doing about it?
Absolutely, we're not saying you're wrong. What we're saying is that what has been indicated there is not altogether related to activities that are happening, because travel advisories are a composite of many things, including geopolitical considerations. And we don't ignore that. And we take that, and the good news, in fact, if there's any, is that the arrivals out of the US, for example, has almost doubled in the last 8 years.
Just one other point. We've discussed violent crime. You say that the trends are in a positive direction. There's one other thing which is on the minds of some potential visitors to Jamaica, and that is Jamaican attitudes to homosexuality, in particular male gay sex. Now, under your law, as I understand it, that can
listen to this.
be penalized. That is, gay sex between men can be penalized by prison terms up to 10 years, including hard labor. And the UK official advice to travellers says, and I'm quoting, the attitude of many Jamaicans towards same-sex relationships is hostile. Your tourism minister, would you like to see Jamaica change its laws and change its attitude toward homosexuality?
Well, I tell you, once you go, you know. And I think that's a statement which is factual for all visitors to Jamaica, including UK visitors.
Once you know, what do you mean?
Once you go, you know how hospitable, how kind, and how responsive the Jamaicans are to all visitors of whatever class, race, creed, lifestyle, or orientation. And there's no question about that.
If you're a gay man who chooses to holiday in Jamaica with your partner, you can, as I understand the law, be at risk of being locked up.
Well, you'll be surprised if you ever come to see. And perhaps you should.
Well, I'd love to come to Jamaica.
Absolutely.
I just want to be clear. Are you saying these laws, though they're on the statute book, mean nothing? Is that what you're saying?
No, we're not saying that at all. But you know that laws are stated in relation to a number of factors. And indeed, laws have also timelines that go beyond what is current. And current situations sometimes reflect not necessarily what legal positions are.
Talking about the law and talking about lawlessness, I think it's interesting to think about Jamaica in the wider context of your region. I mean, interesting things are happening in other countries. I'm thinking now Central America, which is not so very far away, where various countries have tried to address violent crime, gangs and cartels, and a prominent country doing its utmost is El Salvador. Now there, the president has passed draconian new laws which have seen him lock up, and I think this is right from my latest reading, up to 1% of the entire population, that is a vast number of young males, have been locked up because of their involvement in criminal gangs and violent crime. Homicides, as a result of this crackdown, have gone down from 53 per 100,000, still not quite as high as you in Jamaica, just as 2.4, i.e. a draconian crackdown works. Would Jamaica consider it?
We're a democracy, and we have to respond.
I mean, President Bukele in El Salvador, he was elected too.
We are a democracy from your Westminster system. We rule essentially by the laws, as you know. And we think that managing our current situation has to be a mix of many factors. Strong laws, strong action by way of policing, but strong social interventions as well. And that's a mix that Jamaica is using to deal with the crime. And the indication and the crackdown
Jamaica is not going to engage in. Is that what you're saying?
Draconian lockdowns of that type would not go well with the kind of democracy that we have.
Do you think you get enough help from the end user countries where the cocaine that passes through Jamaica is consumed? I'm thinking of the United States and Europe. Do you think you get enough help from...
Yo, before him answer that question there, you notice how him moonwalk from the homosexual question. You notice how he moonwalk away from that? Because he knows, Dion Campbell salute, he knows that he gotta be very careful of what he's saying in the public space. Alright? He gotta be very careful because the base of Jamaica is listening. They're listening. They listening. He knows that this was gonna come back to Jamaica somehow. Now, after I press put it out there, you know, say everybody. I don't know if Andre ever covered this audio, but I hope he does.
And when it comes to cracking down on drug use, consumption, and do you think you get enough help, particularly from the United States, when it comes to stopping the flow of guns, weapons?
Hey, respect, you know, Ivan.
Into your country?
Splash, did you walk on, bro?
That's the problem. The real problem is stopping the flows of guns and weapons into the country.
Now, hear this hypocrisy from Edmund Bartlett. And I would say it's hypocrisy. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he represents a government that Will Rattigan exposed, where they got a deal from overseas, ladies and gentlemen. A deal of a lifetime. I have covered this. I have put it out on my channel twice. Will Rattigan exposed the government getting a deal from a company called Secure Poor. Alright? They just fall off I hustle. Them get a deal from a company called Secure Poor. Secure Poor said to the government, listen, all we need you to do is add like $5 to the ticket prices to come to Jamaica, and from those ticket prices you would pay us. You don't have to pay us anything out of the tax dollars, and we will secure your borders from and your airspace from all of the different things that can happen. You know, in Jamaica, you know that the organ harvesting, you know, say drugs, the transport of guns, all of these things is happening. Do you know what Jamaica did, ladies and gentlemen? According to Will Rattigan, well, they did not take the offer from Secure Poor. They did not take the offer from Secure Poor. And now we have Edmund Bartlett, and this was years ago, you know. This was in, I think, 2019 or so. Yeah, around that time, 2021, somewhere around that time. Don't quote me on that. But this was the time when, you know, this government was actually in power, right? And Horace Chang was the Minister of Security. And there was a lot of, I can't go through the story right now, but the fact of the matter is the deal that they got was so sweet, but they did not take it. And you have to ask yourself, why wouldn't you take a deal like that for a company that has the reputation? First of all, what we have to know is that they asked the American government for help. Now we have Edmund Bartlett saying that they need more help. But wait a minute. Years ago, your government asked the American government for help. They gave you the help, but you did not take the help. So how are now in 2024, because this interview was 2024, how in 2024 now, Edmund Bartlett is going to say, yeah, you know, we need more help. I wish that interviewer had the information that Will Rattigan gave out to ask Edmund Bartlett, well, wait a minute. How comes you're saying that you needed more help? But the United States recommended a body that is competent and does great work in the United States, and you did not take the offer? What you're telling me is that you guys don't want to secure the borders, ladies and gentlemen. That is what they're telling me when they do something like that, because I'm going to go off your actions. You did not want, your government does not want to secure the border for whatever reason. Whether incompetence, whether neglect, or just open your mind up to all types of possibilities. Based off the information that Will Rattigan released, Secure Poor gave this Jamaican government an offer they could not refuse to secure the sea, the air, and the land from invasion of illegal activity. Kimon, how you doing? And they did not take the offer, ladies and gentlemen. They did not take the offer. So what the hell is Edmund Bartlett talking about in this interview? Listen to this again. Listen to this again. Listen to how the question was framed.
No, what do you mean?
Once you go, you know how hospitable, how kind, and how responsive the Jamaicans are to all visitors of whatever class, race, creed, lifestyle, or orientation. There's no question about that.
If you're a gay man who chooses to holiday in Jamaica with your partner, you can, as I understand the law, be at risk of being locked up.
Well, you'll be surprised if you ever come to see. And perhaps you should.
Well, I'd love to come to Jamaica.
Absolutely.
I just want to be clear. Are you saying these laws, though they're on the statute book, mean nothing? Is that what you're saying?
No, we're not saying that at all. But you know that laws are stated in relation to a number of factors. And indeed, laws have also timelines that go beyond what is current. And current situations sometimes reflect not necessarily what legal positions are.
Talking about the law and talking about lawlessness, I think it's interesting to think about Jamaica in the wider context of your region. I mean, interesting things are happening in other countries. I'm thinking now Central America, which is not so very far away, where various countries have tried to address violent crime, gangs and cartels, and a prominent country doing its utmost is El Salvador. Now there, the president has passed draconian new laws, which have seen him lock up, and I think this is right from my latest reading, up to 1% of the entire population. That is a vast number of young males have been locked up because of their involvement in criminal gangs and violent crime. Homicides, as a result of this crackdown, have gone down from 53 per 100,000, still not quite as high as you in Jamaica, just as 2.4, i.e. a draconian crackdown works. Would Jamaica consider it?
We're a democracy, and we have to respond.
I mean, President Bukele in El Salvador, he was elected too.
But we are a democracy from your Westminster system, and we rule essentially by the laws, as you know. And we think that managing our situation has to be a mix of many factors. Strong laws, strong action by way of policing, but strong social interventions as well. And that's a mix that Jamaica is using to deal with the crime. And the indication and the
crackdowns Jamaica is not going to engage in. Is that what you're saying?
Draconian lockdowns of that type would not go well with the kind of democracy that we have.
Do you think you get enough help from the end user countries where the cocaine that passes through Jamaica is consumed? I'm thinking of the United States and Europe. Do you think you get enough help from them when it comes to cracking down on drug use, consumption? And do you think you get enough help, particularly from the United States, when it comes to stopping the flow of guns, weapons into your country?
That's the problem. The real problem is stopping the flows of guns and weapons into the country. And so that there is need for much more ambition in this area, far more support to enable a significant cessation of flows into our space.
Let me ask you about
So you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Edmund Bartlett said there is need for more support in that area. Significant amount of support from the United States. And I ask the question again. Why didn't they take the deal when they asked the United States for help? Why didn't they take the deal from Secure Poor? Why didn't they take the offer? If I get to ask Edmund Bartlett a question or Andrew Onis, well, Andrew Onis may have one a question. I can't ask him one question. But if I was to ask Edmund Bartlett a question, are you aware of a deal that was made by Secure Poor, according to Will Rattigan and the documents that he disclosed, right? Are you aware that Secure Poor gave them a deal? And are you aware of the details of the deal? And if so, if you're not aware, what are your thoughts on the fact that the deal said, listen, you guys don't have to pay us any money. All you have to do is give us $5 off every ticket, or $2 US off every ticket, or $3 US off every ticket that is sold to come to Jamaica. That's it. That's all you got to do. You don't have to pay no money out of the tax dollars. And I'm saying that deal is a deal you cannot, should not, and how can you refuse a deal like that? You understand what I'm saying? That tells me you really don't want our border, our air, our sea to be secured. And that's how I stand on, man. That is true. You just don't want us to be secure.
different set of questions which are facing Jamaica, because as I said at the very beginning, you pride yourselves on being an influential country across the Caribbean, and one of the big questions facing you and some other Caribbean nations is whether you want to, in the end, cut your ties with the British monarchy, stop recognizing the British monarch as your formal head of state. Jamaica said some time ago, the government said that it was going to put a proposal before the people of your country by 2025. Now it seems that's not going to happen. Why?
Well, the proposal is pretty much on track. I think one of the changes that you have to consider in all of this is one which brings people into the mainstream of discussions and discourses so that there's full consensus in every step of the way. And that process is ongoing in Jamaica now. And yes, we will repatriate our sovereignty. There's no question about that. And I think that's the way that all countries want to go.
You say there's no question about it, but I'm looking at what you said in 2022 when William and Kate visited Jamaica. You said then the time has come to address this issue of repatriating our sovereignty. We need to do it now with grace and ease and no rancor. Well,
absolutely.
Yeah, you said that.
And that remains the position.
Fatih.
And nothing's actually, it's not happening, but is it?
No,
you're now, if I may, because people won't know this, you're now locked in a dispute with the opposition party in Jamaica because the opposition says they will not support going to a referendum and support the idea of cutting ties with the monarchy unless at the very same time your government agrees that it's not just about the monarchy but also a change so that the new final court of arbitration for Jamaicans is no longer the Privy Council as it's always been under the current system but becomes the Caribbean Court of Justice. Your government is refusing to accept that.
Yeah, but that's the opposition's position. We're government, and we're government because we are managing the will of the people. And so the position.
Whoa. Edmund Bartlett said they are government and they're managing the will of the people. What does he mean by that? Who are you? Wait a minute. First of all, God gave me free will. Second of all, no man is managing my will. What the hell do you mean by that, sir? You are managing the will of the people? Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think the government is? Managing the will? Let me play that back. Because I must have heard wrong. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Remains a position.
Hold up. Hold up.
If I may, because people won't know this, you're now locked in a dispute with the opposition party in Jamaica because the opposition says they will not support going to a referendum and support the idea of cutting ties with the monarchy unless at the very same time your government agrees that it's not just about the monarchy but also a change so that the new final court of arbitration for Jamaicans is no longer the Privy Council as it's always been under the current system but becomes the Caribbean Court of Justice. Your government is refusing to accept that.
Yeah, but that's the opposition's position. We're government, and we're government because we are managing the will of the people. And so the position that the government takes on the matter is in constant.
Your government is refusing to accept that.
Yeah, but that's the opposition's position. We're government, and we're government because we are managing the will of the people. And so the position that the government takes on the matter is in consonance with the will of the people. So the opposition may have a.
So he says the position that the government takes is in consonance with the will of the people. Let us examine that. Let us examine what the people actually want. What is this word he used? Consonance. Because I think he lying. Consonance. What does consonance mean? It's in consonance with the will of the people. That's what he said, right? Hold up, y'all. Let me find this word real quick. What is the meaning of consonance? It is steadfast with the will of the people, or loyalty. All right, no, that's not constant. Hold up. Let me go back and listen to what he said because I don't want to misquote him. Hold up, y'all.
Government because we are managing the will of the people. And so the position that the government takes on the matter is in consonance with the will of the people. So the opposition may have a position.
He's saying that, so basically he's saying that the position that the government has taken is in alignment with the will of the people. What people is he talking about? First of all, 30% of the population voted. Second of all, there's 2-point-something million, almost 3 million of us here in Jamaica. Did they do a survey a complete survey, a complete poll of the entire Jamaica to ask us what we thought? Did they put out a poll on their website and sent the link out to everybody's phone on Digicel and say, listen, my Jamaican people, and send the link out to Lime and say, listen, my Jamaican people, vote if you want us to stay with the Supreme Court in England, or vote if you want us to go to the Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ. They never did that. So how in the world is this man saying that he knows what we're thinking? I could tell you this, Mr. Edmund Bartlett. Me and all of my people over here on this side, the 13,000 of us, yeah, we not rocking with the court in the Privy Council. And the reason why is we can't afford it. We don't have Vibes Cartel money. We can't get justice through the Privy Council because we cannot access the Privy Council. We don't have $170,000 to get a visa or attempt to get a visa that we might not get. We might not even get the damn visa. Spend all that money and still can't go to England. The CCJ will come to Jamaica. They will put us on a Zoom and we can have justice. I don't know what you're talking about. The Jamaica Labour Party is out of touch with the will of the people. Period. How many people in Jamaica can access the Privy Council? You know how much money you gotta have to access the Supreme Court, the final court of justice? Man, stop. This is crazy, bro. I can't believe you said this. I gotta go back.
Your government agrees that it's not just about the monarchy, but also a change, so that the new final court of arbitration for Jamaicans is no longer the Privy Council, as it's always been under the current system, but becomes the Caribbean Court of Justice. Your government is refusing to accept that.
Yeah, but that's the opposition's position. We're government, and we're government because we are managing the will of the people. And so the position that the government takes on the matter is in consonance with the will of the people. So the opposition may have a position.
Thank you, Prudence. 70% of Jamaica, I'm sure about 70%. 70 to 80% of Jamaicans don't even know what's going on with the constitutional reform. They don't even know the intricacies and the details because they just live in their life. They're not even following up what's going on. I'm telling you.
And the day when the people give them the repatriate our sovereignty, the process is ongoing. We have a minister who is responsible for piloting the process through the parliament and also with multiple consultations across the country. Town hall meetings are happening as we speak in various parts of the country.
What town hall meetings? When? Where? Did you send an invite out by the TVJ, the radio? Where's this town hall meeting happening? Where, sir?
Feedback from people as to what the new constitution amendment should be.
I guess the opposition has one advantage, and that is logic, because the opposition is saying it has to be about full, quote-unquote, full decolonization. That is not just cutting...
Even the UK analyst is telling you that the opposition is logical in wanting to move all the way from the Privy Council. But you, Mr. Edmund Bartlett, and the rest of Jamaica Labour Party is so detached from logic that you can't understand that. Yo, y'all is looking real bad out here, bro. It's crazy.
Ties with the monarchy, but cutting ties with the Privy Council.
But decolonization doesn't mean that you lose everything that may be beneficial to you. To repatriate your sovereignty means that you now have responsibility for your own management, and you choose what you need to retain and what you should not. And so the right of Jamaicans to retain what they feel is good for them must never be denied.
Do you think it is a right of Jamaicans to also get financial compensation from the UK government for the history of enslavement which your people suffered from?
I think it is a discussion that must continue because there is a growing...
Oh, so you just want to talk. You're not going to take a stance. The man asks you a direct question. Do you think Jamaicans should be compensated because England enslaved our people? And you can't stand on that? You can't say yes? Oh, hell yeah. Man, hey, interview me. Interview me. When I start calculating how much England owe us as a people, I'm talking about trillions of dollars as a people here in Jamaica. Multiple hundreds of trillions of dollars. When I start calculating how much they owe us, man, you can't answer that. What a load of crap. Exactly, lady love. Edmund Bartlett is moonwalking. This nigga is backstroking and moonwalking at the same time on top of water. You would have think this, man, I can't believe, bruh. You know how long I reacted to this? I'm triggered all over again. I reacted to this video maybe 2 months ago. And I'm seeing hot off the press just reacting like she just found this video. Man, listen.
I think it is a discussion that must continue because there is a growing consensus among peoples of the world that the wrongs, the heinous wrongs of history need to be made right. And I think reparation is a discussion along that line.
But are you talking about clear financial compensation? Because the UK Foreign Secretary at the recent Commonwealth Summit in Samoa said that it is not, quote, about the transfer of cash. I just wonder whether you as a government minister in Jamaica think very clearly it is about the transfer of cash.
Well, I don't personally, and this is not a government position. Personally, I don't think it is necessarily about transfer of cash. I think it is a
Edmund Bartlett just they can't. This government can't stand on nothing for the people. He said, I don't think it's necessarily about the transfer of cash. That's exactly what it's about, sir. UK, England benefited monetarily off the backs of slaves. It is about monetary situations and transfer. Yes, there was a whole war that went on with the Maroons. Lives were lost. What the is he talking about, bro? Does this man not know his history? See, this is why you don't need buck dancers to be the minister of tourism. Because we're not going to get nowhere. I see why the people in tourism is not getting paid the money they're supposed to get paid. Because you don't have nobody with balls running the ministry. Somebody that is going to stand up for the workers and say, wait a minute. So you're going to come in my country, you're going to get tax exemptions, and you're not going to pay my people the right amount of money so they can grow wealth and have a good economy. First of all, what you're going to do, let me be the minister of tourism. First of all, what you're going to do is you're going to pay them in US dollars, yes? And you're going to pay them at the standards that you pay overseas. So how much do you pay the workers overseas? How much do you pay the people overseas? Huh? Do you pay them $20 an hour? $14 an hour? That's exactly what you're going to pay us. All right? You're going to pay us exactly that. As a matter of fact, there might be some intricacies there where tax and laws is concerned, so it might be a little bit more. You need a minister of government that is not going to sell us out. You know what I'm saying? Man, these dudes are house slaves, man. I'm telling you. These dudes are house slaves. House freaking slaves, bruh. They smile in front of the white man. Kee, 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 kee. When they're supposed to go in front of a meeting and stand up for the people of Jamaica, mum's the word. Oh, well, you know, it's not like that. Whoopty, whoopty, whoop. Man, get the hell out of here, man. Man, this dude is really upsetting me right now. All over again. Lord of mercy.
The recognition that a wrong has been done and a determination to right that wrong. Now, the mechanisms for righting that wrong is still for discussion. Whether it is about cash transfers or it is about creating institutional support mechanism to build technical support for individuals, educational development or other social development. But what has to be done is some reparatory activity.
A cynic might say that the British government, by saying it wants to continue the discussion, but saying that, you know, there's no prospect of cash being transferred, it wants to kick the whole issue into the long grass. Do you believe, from the perspective of Jamaica, the perspective of the Caribbean, that it can be kicked into the long grass and essentially forgotten?
Well, I think that it is impatient of time and attempting to kick in the long grass will not wear well with a growing consciousness in the world, not just here in the UK, because the consciousness is strong in the UK too. There are far more conciliatory comments that are coming from quarters that were totally unexpected, because I think the clash of values, what I call the intergenerational clash of values, have now come to roost. We are recognizing that indeed the values of the past cause a wrong that has scarred humanity, and that wrong must be made right, and the time for it is now.
Edmund Bartlett, we have to end there, but I thank you for joining me on Hard Talk.
Thank you, Stephen.
My wisdom warriors, on the say the Jamaica Labour Party no want fully decolonize the people them. Want to see that though? They not even want to get no money. They might talk about they want to continue discuss. What if we continue discuss about? The man asks you a question and you don't want to answer the question. You talk about discussion. What we are going to discuss about? Look how long we are discuss. Look how long we are discuss. But you only don't want fully decolonize the people. You don't say uno really a hold down Jamaica. You don't say uno Jamaica Labour Party a hold down. Uno really a hold down. Jano. Pure lie this a man I tell. Pure lie this brother I tell. Edmund Bartlett. These people are them a hold with down in Jamaica. And them a hold with down. Because what is there to discuss? What is there to discuss? The man asks you if we want money. You know answer say yes.
Lloyd, big up.
You know what? I really can't bother, you know. I really can't bother. My wisdom warriors, wanna tell me what to think. Tell me how to feel.
Yo, hear me I say big up at half I press. I'm glad that she cover this. I hope that video I get 100,000 views. I hope the people them go over there. The video at 3 or 4 hours ago she drop it. Jesus mercy, them never see this one coming. Who laugh last, laugh best. People wanna go over at half I press, see there? Hold on there.
Top of the press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, you know. News reviews,
see there?
everything in a one right this or right there, my people. So all I want to know to do is like up the video, share out the video.
Go over there.
To my channel, my people.
I want to go over there and go give her that video there. Thumbs up. And I want to go tear up the comment section. I'm glad that she cover. I wonder if me alone cover that video there. I don't know if Carlos, Jamaica Carlos is a man who always find some abnormal information for tap into, you know. But from last year, Wagwan Ryan Campbell, from last year, I do a reaction to that video there. From last year, I do a reaction to that video there. And right now, I feel like say tomorrow, I feel like tomorrow morning, because I don't really have nothing I go post up on my page tomorrow. So I feel like I'm going to go live early tomorrow morning. And we're going to talk about this interview. We are going to talk about this interview. I'm telling you. We're going to break it down. We're going to do it all over again. Because I know I'm on the road and I have some nice background and whatever. I don't know how much the noise affect the live. I don't know if the copyright of the music I got free up the live. I don't know. I don't know if they might hear it or what. But I try my best to nice you out still. Me see what I go on still. YouTube are going to make me know. But what I say? I have to do another official video at home about Marlon Morgan and this situation. No doubt about it. And no doubt. You saw it today? No, me I tell you, this is one here. This is one I need crowd. This is a video at half I press highlight. This is a piece of audio. If you notice the video what she do, I think about 30 minutes. And you know, so she not usually, see, 31 minutes and 22 seconds. You know, say at half I press not usually do no video so long. So this a video I need to go viral. I need to, 100,000 views per video there. 100,000 views per video there. Oh, you not hear my background, you only I hear this? Thank God. Thank God. That is great. Thank you so much, Lady J. All me asking people, if you continue to support the platform in every way you can. You watch the video them all the way through, and hit the like button, and share with people. If you don't do that alone, I say thank you so much. And I can't ask you for anything else. You understand what I say? For those who donate, it's that kind of different and that kind of special in its own self. For the people who actually donate to the platform, I mean, trust me, yo, my heart goes out to you because you don't have to go in the pocket and do them something there. You don't have to do it. So those who do that, thank you so much. If I even $5, anything you donate to me, I appreciate it. You understand what I say? Thank you. But I'm going to do an official video nonetheless because this really, I bet my blood boil right now. I listen back, Edmund Bartlett attack them foolishness, sir. Make my blood a boil. No, I don't understand. My blood really a boil because a foolishness I'm going with. A foolishness I'm going with. Him a going with foolishness. Oh, the man fi come say. Oh, the man ask him about the crime and the man ask him about the thing and him a go blame the man them not giving them enough help. Then brother, the man them going to help out and they refuse, see? And we have a documentation feed and I like people just talk out of them mouth. You can pull up a paperwork. So what y'all say? Why y'all lie to your world? Why y'all lie to your people them? Stop lying to your people them, brother. You need to stop to them thing there, bro. Because we don't rate the Jamaican people them, brother. We don't rate it, bro. If we don't rate it, we don't do the right thing them to protect we border them, to protect we from drugs and guns and them something there. Crime is at a all-time high, brother. No matter where you want to hear them say, crime is at an all-time high. And right now, them decision and what them do to stop crime have to kill out the gang leader them. That's how me see them do it. The police force, anytime they go for an operation, them now use no camera. And when they look, people are dead. Zane, I want to get the people them to wake up. I really want them to wake up, honestly. Get the people, I want them to wake the hell up. Uno suffer most, no? Uno not see that? Get the people who say, Uno suffer most. So all them people are now, I go come for election time now and tell them to vote for them. Oh, who created the garrisons? Eh? Who created the garrisons? How did Jamaica start receiving guns for the first time? In loads. Let's do some revision history. What is the inception of it? You think a regular somebody import gun come to Jamaica? A people have money import gun come to Jamaica the first time. I don't know that. Using the brain. A people have money and influence after that. Who control the port them? Who control the airport? Who control the wharf? Who control these places? Eh? Using the brain. I'm not talk to the people who know what time it is. I'm not talk to the people who go like say them don't know. You understand? The people who go like say them don't know what is going on. Who created the gang leader them? Who created Dodos? Who created all these people? Like government, the two side them do it, brother. The two side them do it. You need to wake up and know who the enemy is. You need to know these things. You understand? Anybody when not do the right thing, we need to run them out. Straight. You feel me? Big up yourself, Dawkins. The first time I see Anif Dawkins. Oh, that sound like somebody when me know so. Are you related to Tony K. Dawkins? Miss Anif Dawkins, are you related to Tony K. Dawkins? The wonderful host and I think it's Smile Jamaica. She's on TVJ. Are you related to her? If you're related to her, I mean, just tell her I said Xavier said hi, okay? No, for real, man. May I tell her? It thinks stay away. It thinks stay away. I'm really pissed off. I'm genuinely pissed off right now. Right now, my blood hot. My blood hot. I'm pissed off. He man trigger me. I listen to him over again. He trigger me. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a live tomorrow still. May I tell her? We're not going to see. I'm going to do a live tomorrow. Early morning, about 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Look out for me go live around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the morning, people. Because I know some people go to church and them something. Yeah. Yeah, man. May I tell her, man, I piss off, man. You see, when you start to learn about the things them where I go on, it kind of different. You see what I say? And I like you're ignorant to what I go on. See, I learn, say, all right, this and this I go on. So, when you see, that's why knowledge is key, because they can't trick you, When you have knowledge of things that I go on, they can't trick you. But I can't believe me almost there 1 hour and 10 minutes, which is, sorry, me almost there 2 hours, me there 10 minutes from 2 hours. So what me I going to do? Me I going to end the live, because I feel like some music creeping, and me don't want to copyright lick me, so big up on the nice clean self, and bless up on the thing. When I say, the first time I comment, I guess all Dawkins are related. Hey! Oh man, hey King Boss, man, stop playing, man. Hey man, listen, I'm hot. I'm sweating, man. Hey, this is some man shit. Shout out to Will. We men over here. We don't wipe our sweat. We let that sweat. No, pause. I ain't gonna say that. Yeah, we don't wipe our sweat, nigga. We men over here. Dorothy, big up yourself. Fatty, big up yourself. King Boss, crazy. King Boss say, yo, get a napkin. King Boss, one of the day ones, man. Shout out to King Boss in the building, man. Brother from overseas, you know what I'm saying? One of the day ones. Is that the fever? Ryan Campbell, salute to you if you're still in the building, man. Ryan Anthony, big up yourself, all right? Thank y'all for coming through, man. Yo, I'm definitely going to do a, like I said, tomorrow morning. Yeah. We're going to be in the lab. I'm going to be camming up, using my green screen, all of that. About 11 a.m., 10 a.m. in the morning. All right? I definitely got to go over this. Marlon Morgan. Yeah, you gotta chill, bro. If these allegations are true, that you having sippity sips, thank you, Ryan Anthony. You got sippity sips with pedophiles, nigga. You gotta chill, man. You can't talk to nobody, man. You need to go sit down somewhere and stop talking. Real talk. I'm talking about man. Just hush. Thank you, Yvonne. Salute. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. See y'all later. Until next one. Oh, whoa. I think I got a premiere coming up. 7:30. Perfect timing. In the next 15 minutes, I got a premiere coming up. Y'all check that out. See y'all later. I'm out.